Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for getting on this call. I want to give you just a quick overview of what we're going to talk about tonight. Someone invited you to this call, and I'm going to share some things that many of you may have heard before, but some of you probably have not. And my hope is that what I share is actually going to directly benefit you. And in doing that, I hope to be able to shed some light on some things that you can take advantage of to get going in your life that's really going to make a change. You were invited on this call because somebody doesn't want you to miss out on the greatest shift in wealth that's occurred, in my opinion, in our lifetime, and perhaps even far beyond that. Now, it's important that at the end of this presentation, you're going to be asked to make a decision. It's just it's for you, or it's not for you, or you want more information. Whatever it is, make a decision. Let the person that invited you know, and they'll certainly be grateful for that because they thought enough about you to invite you to this presentation. Now, I want you to relax and get rid of all distractions because I'm really going to take my time, if I may, and share some things with you that are really meaningful, and they actually have meant a lot for me. In fact, there's nothing I would ask that will take money out of your pocket. This is all about how to put money in your pocket. I want to show you some things that maybe you knew and maybe you didn't. And it starts with first, by way of introduction, as Eric mentioned, my name is David Lewis, and I formerly worked for the U.S. Treasury Department. It's the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. It's the administrator of the National Bank System. It's a little known agency you probably never heard about, but it's one of the most powerful because it actually controls the bank system. A bank is like owning a franchise from the U.S. government, and so we regulated that. I worked as the CD investment expert up in Washington, D.C., and reporting directly to the comptroller of the currency, who's appointed by the president. And then I also earlier on, actually was heading up a accounting department for a local transit system over in Louisiana. But I got to share with you that my heart was in my throat back in 2008, and my mouth was dry as I watched a major portion of my investment portfolio disappear with the 2008 stock market. And so I've got a gap to fill. I've got a hole that I need to fill because I lost 45% of my portfolio when the stock market crashed back in 2008. And so I've been working on ways to fill that, or ways to actually capture that. I may not be able to capture the time that I lost, but certainly I want to try to get as much of the assets back. So I felt like I just needed to do something. And sure enough, my good friend Eric Carter said, "Hey, I got something I want you to take a look at." And so I began to look at exactly what he showed with me. And I did what examiners do. I checked out the company. I looked at the background. I looked at its business model. I looked at this white paper and all the rest of that. And I got to tell you, what I saw and what I found got me excited. And the rest right now is history that you're going to hear about what I learned. And I'm going to share that with you. So hopefully you'll get excited as I do. Now, this whole story starts with where we are financially. You see, if many of you heard in the news of what's going on with the inflation rate, inflation essentially is eating up the value of our dollar. When you see our dollar purchasing power being depleted as it is, it comes about because the actual value of the dollar is actually going down. We see it as prices going up, but it's actually the dollar is worth less because they keep printing more. And the inflation rate just hit a seasonal high, an all-time 40-year high of over 8% of inflation. That means 8 cents of every dollar is being picked out of your pocket, and you never even knew that somebody had their hand in it. But inflation is, in fact, a killer. And what's the result of inflation? What's the impact of inflation? Well, let's look at this consumer price calculator. This is actually on the U.S. Department of Labor of Statistics website, where you can actually go there tonight, put in $100, for example, as I did. What would $100 buy in January 2000? And what would it take for that same to buy that same amount of goods and services today? Today, it would take $165 to purchase the same thing. So you see, all of us have a big problem. We're losing value just by our money sitting in the bank account. And so this consumer price index is the measure of a market basket of goods and services and what it's going to. If you've been to the gas pump lately, you know the reality of the impact of inflation on all of us and all of our lives. So let me just say, what is it that you have? Let me ask, what is it you have working in your life that has the potential to offset this cost of inflation? Well, as I begin to think about it, and I begin to think about what, in fact, everybody talks about, which is often the income gap, I know that we have a challenge much bigger than that. It's called the wealth gap. And the wealth gap is a really huge problem for many of us. And you've all heard the saying, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at often change. Well, tonight, I want to help you take a whole new look at money and investing. In the end, what will change is how you take care of your family. You see, I'm not an advocate of bashing those who have become wealthy or have been able to achieve wealth, because what I really want to do is help as many people move into that category and to learn what they learn. See, what we know is at the heart of the wealth gap, and at the core of what is the wealth problem in this country, is a knowledge gap. You just need the information, and I'm going to take a poke at trying to get you that information, or some of it, tonight. You see, there's about $141 trillion when you total up all the assets of all the households in the United States. It roughly comes around, as of the end of last year, to about $141.7 trillion in assets. Well, if you divide that by the number of people in this country, that's $343,000 per person in assets. So for a family of three, that would be about $1 million. Well, the reality is, we all know, is that there are over 600 billionaires here in the United States. So obviously there's some people who aren't getting all of theirs. And there's some people, some things that they've done, the wealthy have done, to actually become billionaires that some of us just don't know about. Well, I want to share with you 3 financial principles that I learned in the process of working with bank examiners and boards of directors of banks across the country, that I learned are basic principles. You see, principles are what drive life. When you can appeal to and go back to principles and be guided by principles, you always have answers, or you at least have a guidepost to judge what are the decisions that you should make. So here are the things that I think are really important principles. There are many more, certainly, but these are 3 that I think so many people that I run into just don't get, or just never were taught. You see, wealthy people teach their children things that poor and middle class people just don't. And here's the first one. Money is an earning tool, not a spending tool. Most of us use money as a spending tool. Now let me just give you a little exercise, if you would. Participate with me. You just got news from a lawyer that you came into a settlement. It's about $5 to $10 million that you're about to get. You don't know exactly when you're going to get it in the next couple of weeks or so. And you sit down with a pen and paper, and I want you to just think about it and write down 3 things that you're going to do with that money. 3 things that you'll do with the money. It's $5 to $10 million. What are the first things that come to mind? Just write them down quickly. Now, I want to share with you, there's no right or wrong answer. And this is really not a test, but it is really a look at what we've been taught. You see, if you wrote down the 3 things that you will buy with money, you've been taught to see money as a spending tool. Money is a spending tool instead of an earning tool. If you thought about the first 3 things you would do with the money to invest it or to help it earn more money, then you're on the right path. You see money as a spending tool. I want you to write that down and think about it and share it. Money is an earning tool, not a spending tool when it's used properly. The second principle, I should say, is wealth is the goal, not income. You see, if you just want income, a job will do. But if you want to achieve something above that, you know a job will never make you wealthy. So make wealth your goal. What do I mean by that? Well, first you have to understand what wealth is. And that's what the third principle is. Wealth is the assets that you own. You know, in accounting, which I minored in, we actually have an equation. Assets minus liability equals your net worth. So wealth is the assets that you own. And I'm going to tell you why assets are so powerfully important, that you understand exactly what they are and how to use them, and you make it the primary goal and primary objective for you living your life. You see, famous author and the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, Robert Kiyosaki, put it this way, and he coined this actual term. He said, assets put money in your wallet. liabilities take money out. So the question is, if you sat down and wrote down all the assets that you have that are putting money in your pocket, are they enough to pay all the liabilities that are taking money out of your pocket? If you're not, that's the reason why you haven't achieved a level of wealth. So let me just summarize all this to say, if assets are the things that you need most in your life, if you want to achieve any level of financial independence, any level of freedom, if you want to, in fact, make the most of your life, lifestyle for yourself and a legacy for your family, you need to own assets. So what follows from that question is, well, what assets should you own? Well, if you want to build wealth, and this is one of my favorite sayings, and this is actually a quote from Mark Twain, who said, if you want to be wealthy, find out where the world is going and get there first. Think about it. If somebody had tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, there's a little company called Apple, you need to get some of that stock. Or there's a guy who got an idea about some online shopping thing called Amazon. What a crazy name that is. If he had bought some of that, think about what wealth is. Think about where the world is going. Think about the fact that we have now today with technology, we have stores without walls. We have a transportation company without cars. We have hotels that don't own any property, all because of what? Technology. And that's where the world is going. But more particularly, we're now in the middle of, in the throes of the evolution of digital finance. You see, blockchain and cryptocurrency, in my opinion, is the opportunity of a lifetime. So what is a blockchain? Well, the blockchain is really the evolution of the internet. It's technology. It's safe, secure, fast, and decentralized and global network called the blockchain. And what does the blockchain provide? Well, the actual way to I understand it, and this is oversimplification, is a blockchain brings us cryptocurrency. And cryptocurrency is the evolution of money and value. It's the platform on which money and value is now moving. It's moving from the paper dollar and gold and other assets into this new category of assets called cryptocurrency. It's new digital assets. It's a medium of exchange which we can use to buy stuff. And the other function that money serves is a store of value. Think of the medium of exchange as your checking account and the store of value as your savings account. And then the third thing that you need to know about blockchain and cryptocurrency is you heard this term tokens and coins. Now tonight I want to delve a little bit deeper, but I want to give you these three concepts. If you can just get your mind and grasp these three, it'll give you the foundation to make an informed decision about a platform I want to share with you that has the potential to change your life, and it's changing the lives of many of us on this call. And the third item is tokens and coins. And think of tokens and coins as apps that are running on the blockchain. You know, the internet exploded on the scene back in the late 80s, early 90s, but it really didn't get going until something came along that made it go. And I'm going to tell you what that is just a little bit later. But basically, it is the applications that drove the devices which drove the internet to be what it is today. Think of tokens and coin. I like to think of them as digital gold or digital real estate. Or they essentially are digital assets that you have an opportunity to own and to use to build wealth. So let me just give you a summary of really what we're talking about. You see, there's a new financial revolution going on. You are positioned, timing is everything. You are positioned now to get on board, to get involved with the evolution of money. You see, what blockchain and cryptocurrency provides you with is the opportunity to own a secure bank account. It's like a wallet in cyberspace that you can own. It was created by engineers and mathematicians, not fat cat bankers and the cartel that created the original dollar. These are mathematical and engineering geniuses who created the system. Guess when they did it? Right, it's starting in 2008 in the middle of the stock market crash. So what does it do? Well, it runs on the incorruptible technology called the blockchain. It's that platform that in fact is global and provides us with an opportunity to actually move everything from a physical world to the digital world. It also serves as an investment vehicle for our savings. that we can place the value that we have. Rather than leaving it in a dollar, we put it into cryptocurrency and it serves as an investment vehicle. And of course, as well, we can use it as a medium of exchange if we want to buy stuff. I'm going to show you that a little bit later. And a store of value, but here's the beauty. It's all on mobile devices in the palm of your hand. Now, I go back to the days of Dick Tracy. And when Dick Tracy talked in that watch, I thought that was the coolest thing I had ever seen in life. Well, guess what? We've had that for quite a while, right here and now. This technology never goes backwards, it always goes forward. And we're now in the throes of the evolution of technology and the evolution of money, and you can get a chance to get a seat at the table. See, the value of real value for owning cryptocurrency is that when you put your assets or your money into owning these digital assets, they grow, they increase in value, and they also produce income. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works tonight before you get to the end of this call. So let's just look at really where we are with cryptocurrency. You see, cryptocurrency is following a path that was very, very similar to the adoption of the internet. You see, it took 7.5 years, from 1997 to about 2005, for the internet to really reach the peak or the pinnacle, if you will, of its growth. And it's continued to grow, of course, but that was the fastest period of growth. Similarly, Bitcoin, just as an example of one cryptocurrency, has over that same, or should I say a lesser time period, actually only 4 years, from 2010 to 2025, is projected to go on that almost exact curve of adoption that we saw with with the internet. And think about what that means. That means there are many, many more people that are yet to get involved in cryptocurrency, and what they need is some help to get that done. You see, there are only 68 million cryptocurrency wallets in the world. That's right, just 68 million. And when you think about it, that's actually pretty amazing for just a 10-year period, for the zero all the way up to 68 million wallets and almost $2.5 trillion worth of investment in cryptocurrency up to this point. Now, when you think about the internet, what the internet did for the revolutionizing of information, the blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency are now doing for money and finance. It's called DeFi, or digital finance. And just stop and think about all the impact that the internet made when it came on the scene. Think about now, it's the evolution of money. So here's what it looked like. And I want to put these components together, because when you look at the numbers, and I'm obviously kind of a numbers guy, so bear with me. There are 8 billion people in the world. There are 10.5 billion cell phones in the world. That's right, 10.5 cell phones globally, actually more than people. But along comes Facebook, and they went to 2.8 billion daily users, 2.8 daily users in amazing record time. But there's only 68 million wallet accounts in the world today. What that means is 1% of the world's population would be 80 million wallets, but there's only 68. That means 99% of the wallets, the people of the world don't have a wallet, but they will. And 10.5, what they do have is cell phone, and 10.5 billion of those cell phones are headed to owning a digital currency. I can't tell you how impactful it's going to be for someone living in the country. You see, we have the benefit of the banking system, the best banking system in the world, but we don't really understand how powerful and impactful it is. You see, one of the guys that I really follow, Charles Hoskinson, who's a developer of one of the most prominent cryptocurrency coins, said it's not the problem with third world countries. There's actually two types of countries in the world. There's the first world with digital technology and all the stuff that we take for granted, but then there's a lot of third world countries who don't have the benefit of the technology that we enjoy. Just the simple question of identity, the transfer of money, all of the things that we take for granted, the world is hungry for, and we are now in the position to present to the world a solution to the problem. There's actually 2.8 billion daily users of Facebook that will become daily users of cryptocurrencies and owning a cryptocurrency wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only 68 million right now. So you are in the beginning of a major shift that's about to occur. When you think about people who transmit money, remittances around the world, and the fact that they get charged a fee on this end for trying to send money home to their families, they get charged a fee when the mom comes to tries to pick their money up, and it's a major cut. If they send it through the banking system, they're losing money there, and it takes days. Well, all of those solutions are what the geniuses who created Bitcoin and the blockchain have found a solution for. And when you think about what the potential is, the potential for this blockchain cryptocurrency technology is 100-fold growth over the next 10 years. It's absolutely amazing where we're positioned. So what's the problem? Well, people just don't know how to get involved. See, there's three kind of questions that they often ask when I bump into people and I say, hey, do you own any Bitcoin or do you own any cryptocurrency? Well, most of them say, I don't know where to start. Or the second thing I've heard most commonly, well, I just don't understand it. And then, of course, the third thing that follows from that, I don't invest in things I don't understand. Well, the reality is there was a time when you didn't understand the internet, you didn't understand the cell phone, you didn't understand the debit and credit card, you didn't understand all of the things that we now enjoy today as technology. The same is going to be true for cryptocurrency. So we, ladies and gentlemen, want to present to you a company who's actually got in front of this particular problem and came up with what I believe is an amazing, ingenious solution to help people onboard into owning assets, digital cryptocurrency assets. The company is World Crypto Life. World Crypto Life has a unique system that makes crypto industry real and attractive and even possible, and it's actually global. It owns its own IMC exchange. That's iMoney Crypto, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. They have a special debit card that's connected to that IMC token that you can click on a button, move money from the actual investment portfolio or the actual token that you own, moving it into a debit card where you can spend it to buy gas and a donut if you choose. We have online shopping mall associated with that makes using cryptocurrency really online just powerful. We have affiliate companies, and you can actually use this cash to do all the things that you do in your daily life without any restrictions. This, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is one of the most ingenious systems that I've seen, and I want to give you a little bit deeper look into it. Now, you're not going to be able to learn all that there is about this tonight, but this is designed to be an introduction with enough information for you to make an informed decision whether you want to get involved with this or not. You see, this is something that you'll be able to use anywhere, anytime. You can actually use it locally. You'll be able to use it globally, and that's where the real power is. You'll be able to use this cryptocurrency online, and you'll be able to use it offline. So get ready to begin the process of building your own wealth by helping people on board into owning cryptocurrency assets. So if you're ready for a crypto lifestyle, our IMC or iMoney Crypto talk starts with a token. The token is an Ethereum ERC20 cryptocurrency token. It was developed by IM Technologies and is able to serve as a medium of exchange between users on the platform. That's right. And then secondly, not only do we own our own exchange, then we have our own token as well. And the token in the exchange is based here in the United States. Now, there aren't that many companies who actually are based here in the United States, but there are none that have a base here in the United States that also have a token that is under $1 that's available for us to acquire right now. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. So it's the IMC framework that we have, the token and exchange, and it's actually global, and it's connected to a global debit card and a G-point system, which I'll explain that it makes it so powerful. But first, let me tell you a little bit more about this IM exchange, because really this is really the genius behind the years of development that the founders of this initiative, the World Crypto Life System, which is the marketing arm of IMC Exchange, they took the time and spent over $13 million to develop this platform that allow people to onboard into owning cryptocurrency. Remember I said, if you want to become wealthy, find a big solution and create a big problem? Well, here is the big solution. It's called World Crypto Life. And it's an alliance of major exchanges, It has its own world-renowned crypto exchange, and it operates here in the United States. That they actually went to work with the state of Wyoming, who was looking for a way to develop jobs. They helped them write the 23 laws that provided the most effective governance environment for them to operate a cryptocurrency. Now imagine that, a company who sought out government partners to create laws to help protect consumers. And so I have every confidence when I put my dollars in owning these assets that this company is operating with the highest integrity and providing us with an opportunity to actually grow our wealth. They have the Emmett Exchange as well. And this is where you get access to other cryptocurrencies. In addition to the IMC token, you can actually, if you want to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the others, we have a process to help you do that as well. Again, we're helping you onboard into owning cryptocurrency. It starts with owning ours, but we certainly help you get all the way that you need to go to actually get to any cryptocurrency that you want. And then here's the piece that to me is the genius. Because one of the problems with cryptocurrency is its volatility. And they've solved that by creating a G point. Think of it like this. When you go into a resort or casino or other places where they actually, or for example, on a cruise, you actually give them your dollars and they give you their currency to use in their environment. The G point is our currency, the World Crypto Life currency that exists to allow us to move in and around all of the products and services that are made available through this platform. Now, the G point, I like to call it the global point because that's really what it is, provides you with access to our G point market, and it satisfies the common user's need to overcome the volatility of cryptocurrency. But because at a click of a button, you can leave it there where it's working and earning and growing. And when you want to use it, you can move it back into a digital global debit card and go buy a tank of gas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is genius, and it helps us with our everyday lives, at the same time giving us an opportunity to participate and engage in the ever-increasing growth that is the cryptocurrency world. So step one, how do you get involved? Well, step one is you register with WCL and you get online and you become a member for free. That's right. There's no cost, no fee associated, no annual fee, no renewal fee for you to become a member of World Crypto Life. And then you activate your membership by purchasing a membership package. And I'm going to go into detail of that in just a minute. By purchasing your membership package, you're actually buying the IMC token. That's what's included in the membership package. And that gives you the ability to take advantage of using this complete ecosystem that is World Crypto Life that they created to help you use it as a medium of exchange or a store of value. So what can you do with the G Point? Well, you can buy the membership packages that I talk about. You can actually join our travel club. You can become we have the ability to offer and transfer gifts between our members or transfer funds between members that are on the system. You can withdraw it to your own cryptocurrency wallet where you have complete control and access to it under your own security. Or you can transfer it to a G Point Visa card, which our company provides you with as a way to use it as a medium of exchange. And of course, it starts with you purchasing a packet. And lastly, you can use it to shop at our G Point Mall. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, our membership packages start with as little as 100 G Points. And each G Point is equal to $1 and always will be equal to $1. So when you decide to become a member, you purchase a membership package for as little as 100 G Points. And again, a G Point is equal to $1. Or you can come in and get started as a senior member, all the way up to you can start it as a bronze member, silver member, a gold member at 5,000 G Points, a platinum member, and we have people joining every day that are coming in at the VIP membership level. Now, what's the advantage of that? Well, what we're offering is something for consumers to get started with as little as $100 if you just want to get involved in it. But the beauty is that you can upgrade at any time by paying the difference in the package above, and now you had a higher level and actually more tokens you receive with each one of it. So if you are coming in as a senior member and you want to upgrade to the bronze, you just pay the difference. If you want to come in at the bronze level and you want to upgrade, you just pay the difference to upgrade to the next level. So for those of you who are team builders, there's a way to earn your way, to earn more tokens, to earn your way up this compensation structure. And the key is that through this entire process, you are actually acquiring assets. Now, I would never ever participate, nothing against them, but I would never ever participate, I believe, in another program that offers products. No, I want assets. Services, no, they're okay, but I want assets. You get an opportunity to participate in own assets that increase in value at the same time produce income. So here's what it looks like. You coming in as a member, you get starting with 100 points, and you actually at today's prices of our token is at 43 cents. You get 232 tokens. If you decide to come in as a senior member, that's 500, and you get 1,162 tokens at 43 cents per token. And you can see it moves all the way up. Now just imagine if you come in at the silver level, you're purchasing 4,652 tokens. Now imagine if that value of that token increases to $1. Your $2,000 then now becomes $4,652. Similarly, if you decide to come in at the gold platinum level, you can see the amount of tokens that you have. Just put a point and two zeros behind that, and you can see how your money has grown as a result of where this token has a potential. Now, I'm not promising that it's going to, but based on what I've seen with others, and there's a number of them that actually our token tracks along perfectly with, that this is real. This is legitimate. What does it happen? Well, actually, how has it happened? Actually, the company launched in November of 2020. And so we're just over 1 year old. And in that 1 year time, this is the actual incremental price of the token as it increases. So as you can see on this chart, perhaps not very clearly, but sometimes between every 14 to 20 days, our token is increasing in value by at minimum a penny. And if it continues on that path, you can see what that means for the investment that you're making or the actual tokens that you own. So I want to just summarize this whole thing to give you a sense of what this entire G-Point ecosystem that is tied to our IMC token. You see, you get started with Ethereum or Bitcoin or IMC token, you get access to that. You can send and receive it. You get a Visa NetSpend debit card that actually allows you to transfer the funds in and out of the token. You can actually do local transfers, do wire transfers to get the money in to actually acquire your tokens. We have online shopping. We have offline stores that are affiliates of ours, and we actually allow you to participate in ownership, if you will, of the token that's available on our global exchange. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, and you can actually, with the click of a button, move those assets to a debit card and do anything that you choose to do in your life. Here's an example of what the G-Point Mall looks like. It's actually up and running right now and available, and we have people who've come on board where they get actual discounts in selected vendors who participate with us, so actually offering products and services on this platform. But our company wants this to grow, and what they put in place is something that's exciting. And they put in place an affiliate program. So an affiliate program is a way that we help people who own businesses who want to accept cryptocurrency but aren't comfortable with the volatility that exists, that they in fact can actually get involved in using this digital cryptocurrency by participating in our system as an affiliated business. And so we provide access to our consumers and consumer shopping. We provide a way for them to do purchase transactions. We also provide profit sharing for those of you who know local businesses who want to join our platform, who want to accept cryptocurrency. And when you introduce them, our company certainly encourages you to do that. I want to give you a couple of examples of businesses that, in fact, have started and offering through this affiliate structure their particular products and services. And this is the one that we're most proud of, because one of the things that we know is a big gap that exists in the world today, and certainly here in the United States, is that people don't understand cryptocurrency. So we have partnered with one of our affiliates who created the online educational training program called Master Your Crypto. As an affiliate, you can actually participate in acquiring the education, knowledge, and information that you want about cryptocurrency by getting involved with this program. It's really affordable for you to acquire the knowledge and information that you need. And when you do, our company pays a bonus for all those businesses that you refer who become part of our platform. And so you can see the structure of the actual compensation that's given to you based on the rank that you achieve. And I'll get into that in just a minute, because as you bring more business to the company, our company promotes you to a higher level of profit sharing, if you will, or compensation. So of the affiliate program, they take 22% of the revenue in this program and they put it in a pool and distribute it every month. And depending on the level that you're at, that's the percentage of the pool of the funds to go into that platform that you get to participate in. Another example is the World Crypto Life Travel Club. This travel club is a robust travel booking engine. It's not the discount program. This is actual really 4 and 5 star accommodations at 2 and 3 star prices. They've done the research and provide the best value possible for those of you who want to participate in this optional subscription program, which is 49.95 G points per month that you in fact participate in this program. And when you do, you get to participate in the travel club bonus. All companies provide incentives to those people who participate in their platform to do the things that they want to do to help that platform grow. That World Crypto Life has done exactly that, but they've taken all the gotchas out of it. An example is this travel club actually provides you with a binary bonus program that if you help other people get involved in the travel club program, there's a compensation opportunity for you as well. When you find something that works, you naturally want to tell other people. And if you do and they get involved, and again, this is optional, it's $49.95 a month for the travel club. And when you get 4 people, 4 on your left, 4 on your right, guess what? Your travel membership is paid for. But if you continue to grow and your team continues to grow and more people join this travel club, you can see you can earn a potential bonus income of $1,248 per month for all the folks who are getting involved in this travel club. And I got to tell you, we got tremendous reports about folks who are using this program and getting tremendous results. So all of that is to say that we have structured an ecosystem that provides real value for your involvement. And guess what? All you've done is purchase a token. And that token is increasing in value, as I've shown you. But for those of you who are interested in also earning income, and our company realized, yes, we want to own assets, but we also have a group of people out here who need to earn income. And earn income can actually buy more tokens or more assets. And so our company put in place a compensation structure. I want to just run through this quickly, and then I'll give you a little bit of detail on the back end. Certainly, when you don't expect it, you're going to get it all tonight. But the key pieces of it is, I think, will come clear to you, and you'll understand the power and the value of what we have. It starts with our fast start bonus, and then we have a binary bonus. We have a travel club bonus I just showed you. We have a rank bonus. As you continue to grow and your team grows and you produce more volume, you rank up in position and our company gives you more compensation. We have an affiliate bonus, which I share with you for helping the business end of the system grow. We have our global bonus, and of course, last but this is the most powerful, I believe, the matrix bonus, which I'll show you in just a minute. And this is taking 80% of all the the IMC token purchases and putting it into this pool where you actually get compensated. So what do? Well, if you like what you're doing and you get up in the morning and you see that those tokens that you purchase, it's exciting to get up in the morning and see that they're worth more today than they were yesterday. The value of my portfolio has grown. And portfolio income is one of the things that's missing for many of our lives. Well, this is your opportunity to grab some. And when you do and you share it with other people, our company compensates you. Well, starting first, and again, this is daily pay. So if you help someone get happily involved in becoming a senior member, for example, or a member, senior member all the way across, at whatever level that you're at, you get 10% of whatever token package that they purchase. The actual G point value of the token package that they purchase is paid to you. And if they go out and refer somebody else and they decide to get involved, you get 5% as a senior, starting at a senior member, all the way up to the VIP. And it continues on from there. As you move up in rank, you actually get paid more levels of compensation of people who help other people who help other people get involved in actually changing their life by owning our digital cryptocurrency asset called the IMC token. And again, did I say this was daily pay? This action happens today, you get paid tomorrow. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal, and I just love it. Secondly, we have a binary bonus. And this is for you guys that understand team building, because if you love what we're doing and you love the fact that you're growing assets, you naturally want to help other people do the same thing. Family members, others. This is one of those that you can be proud to say, I know I'm helping you. And of course, this too is daily pay. The actual compensation is paid at these levels. For example, a senior member is 11%. But there is a limit on the amount that you can earn at that level of 500 G points per day. At the silver level, it's 2,000 per day. At the gold, all the way up. But of course, all you need to do is continue to grow your team, and this compensation continues to grow as well. This is our binary pay, and it's actually one team on the left, one team on the right. Our company pays you on the smaller team so that we encourage you to actually help them continue to grow. And as you do, the compensation becomes larger and larger as you get involved. And of course, what happens then, because you're building a team, you're helping other people achieve their dreams, you actually get a star bonus, a rank star bonus. And this is a one-time bonus when you hit the volume qualifications for this particular bonus. The first, when you hit a 1 star, you've got 2,000 on your left and 2,000 on your right. That's a $250 one-time G point bonus. But then it gets really good, because at 2 star, it's $1,000. At 3 star, it's 10,000. 4,000. So should I say 4 star? It's 20,000. And I know my partner Easy is approaching and has actually achieved this next on the precipice of reaching this next level where he's going to get a $50,000 bonus. And we got guys who actually recently hit the 6 star. This is within 1 year of the start of this company. That in fact, that's evidence and proof that it's working. And of course, this is cumulative. So he's getting all of those star bonuses all the way up the line as he hits each level. These are one-time bonuses and actually amazing. And then this is the one that I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm so excited about, because this is one that you just receive as a wave of companies saying thank you for buying our IMC tokens. We're going to enroll you in a 3x15 matrix bonus program. That is, and I want you to think about this. This is monthly pay. As you get involved and you help 3 people get involved associated with it, that's the max you can have. After that, the company then puts people in as they enroll from all over the world. Think about it. People from all over the world are going to be joining this program, and as they do, there'll be people from Singapore or Tanzania, they're all over Africa and Europe, all over the world will be enrolling in this program. And when they do, they get enrolled in this 3x15 matrix. And it's a force matrix, and so it just goes into the next position. And it looks like this. When you become a senior member, you get paid down through 6 levels at 1% on each one of those levels. As you move up in the ranks, you can see what begins to happen. So at the member level, you got 3 people enrolled under you. And of course, as you move up into the second rank position, you can see what begins to happen. You get a total of 12 enrolled. And then, of course, it continues all the way down, for example, to 5 levels. There's 363 people that are enrolled. Now, I want you to think about this. If every one of those people came in with just got involved with owning their own IMC tokens with just a $100 package, I want you to multiply 100 times this 363 number. That's what's paid to you. Now, think about this. People are going to buy $1,000 packages, $5,000 packages, and more. And you can see when you get to the top level of the VIP program, paid down to 15 levels, and the numbers get amazing. Now, we've never seen one that's actually filled out completely, fully. But if it just hits 1 or 2 or 5% of this amount, and we have a global audience that we're pulling from, you can see this becomes very, very lucrative very, very fast. We have folks who is looking at the compensation in the back office and saying, where is this money coming from? Well, it's coming from this matrix right here, because all you did was own them IMC tokens, and our company is showing its appreciation. It's absolutely amazing that we get to participate in this. This is whether you build a team or not. This is whether whatever you choose to do, you own the IMC token. This comes to you. And lastly is our global pool bonus. This is a company saying we're going to take a portion of our profits and share them on a monthly basis based on our global revenue. So this is amazing to me that we get to participate in this kind of compensation structure. Again, as I said, we're just trying to give you an overview. We can't give it all to you tonight, and you'll have an opportunity because we do provide training education to help you understand that this onboarding platform into cryptocurrency is your gateway to financial independence. You see, wealth is the ultimate goal, and wealth is assets owned, and wealth is converting your income into assets, and your wealth assets produce the lifestyle that you desire. So it's about wealth, but having a wealth plan is where it goes. You want to acquire multiple streams of income, earn passive, and we just presented you an opportunity to acquire and build portfolio income. The second step for a wealth plan is you convert as much as your wages or business income into assets. And we suggest it be digital cryptocurrency assets, starting with the IMC token. And then you grow those assets to produce enough income that you no longer need to work. Now, who wants that? You see, it hit me real hard when I realized everybody talks about, and we have a saying here in our group, that if you didn't come from a family or legacy of wealth, a legacy of wealth must come from you. And it starts with you putting this wealth plan into action by getting involved. So if you want to escape working poverty, just separate the hours that you work from the income that you earn. How do you do that? Well, you get another source of income. And portfolio income is the example that we showed you with this World Crypto Life program, and converting that income into assets. And you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck? Use money as an earning tool. Invest income to acquire income-producing assets, and you use those digital assets as a store of value to replace that savings account, which is giving you a 0.01 interest rate, while they charge 8% for cars or other things that they loan money for. So the bank and savings account, and again, we have the best banking system in the world, but guess what? It has a slow leak. Money sitting in a savings account is actually being consumed by inflation and fees. You can use that to begin to produce acquire assets. And of course, you can grow the number of assets that you have producing income for you. I heard a quote today from Andrew Young, and he was asked the question, is Andrew, how do we get out of the economic situation that we have a challenge with in this country with so many people who don't have economic means? And he said this. He said, you can never work as hard as your money can. If you learn to put your money to work, it will outwork you, and if you put it in the right places, it will last longer than you. So owning assets is the best use of the income that you have. So how do you onboard into World Crypto Life? Well, you get back with the person who invited you. They're going to share with you a link. And again, we have no renewal fees, we have no membership fees, we have no website fees. You just join World Crypto Life for free. You transfer the funds needed to purchase the token package that you want using Zelle, PayPal, wire transfer to acquire G points. And you use those G points to acquire the package that you want, starting from $100 to $25,000. We actually have people that are doing it at all levels that works for them. And we encourage you to do so. But the good news is, if you start at one point, you can actually grow. And we have people who started the $100 package and they earned enough to move themselves up and acquire that $25,000 package of token. That's thousands of IMC tokens that are increasing in value steadily. And of course, we want you just to do what we're doing. Share the information by joining our team, jumping on these calls, and getting other people to join with us. So all of us have choices. You know, I really believe that when you see opportunities, they come around. There's a lot of them that I didn't take advantage of, and you probably didn't either. I didn't get in on the Bitcoin when it was really first jumping off. I didn't get in on Apple or Amazon or any of those things. And the question that we have for you is, what if you tried this and it doesn't work? Can't you go right back to where you were? I mean, honestly, if you tried it and you actually it doesn't work, you can go back to where you were, and who would know? But what if this works and you didn't try it? You would know. And the reality is, this is an opportunity that we think you can't afford to miss because the timing is just perfect. It's the beginning of the evolution of money. It's the evolution of the internet. It's to blockchain. It's the evolution of the dollar to cryptocurrency. And it's the evolution of a global system of finance that's being made available that we get a seat at the table. Now, I have to close this presentation tonight, and I want to thank you for your time and patience with sharing with you a disclaimer. See, all the information that we provided here tonight, all that I shared is for educational and training purposes, and it shouldn't be construed as my giving financial advice. So to protect you and to protect me, I encourage you to contact your licensed financial advisor, lawyer, or any other financial counselor before investing in any instrument, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's the reality, certainly, that we hold very transparent with what we do. We're very proud of the integrity that this represents. And my full sentiment is, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. You see, when we think about leaving a legacy, what really hit me was I realized people talk about leaving a legacy. They usually think about wealthy people. But guess what? Poor people leave a legacy too. It's a legacy that's not of wealth. And that reality is something that we need to take every shot we can. So the substance of things hoped for is the power for you to take action right now, tonight. Get back with the person who invited you to this call. I want you to tell them that that you understand that we're launching this WCL movement, and that's really what it is, because it's actually global. We've got people all over the world getting involved with this. And this is your window of opportunity. You see, opportunities are never lost. They just go to someone else. So I don't want this opportunity to go to anyone else but you. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. So get your questions answered. Get back with the person that invited you. We have a team of leaders that do these calls every night of the week where you can participate and engage in it. And some of them are brilliant and been in cryptocurrency for years. I consider myself a relative newcomer, but I do know a little bit about money and finance. So I'll help you get your question answered. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you.